Do you feel anxious when your phone runs out of battery? Do you feel a surge of excitement when a notification pops up? Do you feel disappointed when there's no red icon or get a warm feeling when someone likes your profile picture? You are one of 3 billion people on social media, joining approximately 2/5 of the world, nearly half, on the social media platform. And it's not just Facebook. These are all the people on Twitter, on Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest, and others. While they may have different political affiliations, tastes, backgrounds, and religions, one thing seems to unite almost all of them: the decision to spend time on social media. And it's not just some time. Teens are now spending a whopping 9 hours a day on social media platforms. That time comes at a huge price. Productivity is down in the workplace, relationships are being ruined, precious time gets wasted while we achieve nothing. And most of us are aware of all of these issues, but we simply don't care. It's kind of like those warnings on the back of cigarette packages, the horrible ones. We know what causes us to get engaged with cigarettes. It's the nicotine. It has an addictive substance which releases dopamine in the brain. It causes the body to rely on that substance to feel satisfied. And that's what causes human beings to ignore the dangers of their actions in order to get what they want. Similarly, with social media as well, studies show that those notifications, those red icons, those likes release a hit of dopamine in the brain, causing human beings to ignore the dangers of their actions in order to get what we want. We know there are issues, but we want the pleasure so bad, so here we all are watching this video. So if you are paying this price for Facebook, what pleasure are you getting out of it in return? What is it? What is the draw? Usually, different people enjoy different things, but almost everyone seems to enjoy social media. Of course, there are some obvious benefits that draw us to social media. You can connect with old friends, organize events, get assistance with projects, let everybody know where you are with Farmville, but we all know Facebook's problems, and they don't seem to bother us enough to get off it. This leads us to Facebook's dirty little secret. Facebook claims to be a social network, and that appeals to all of us. But why? It seems as if there is something essential that pulls us into this online world. It's addictive. It's almost as if there's something that Facebook taps into that is so essential to human beings, no matter where they come from. Ancient Jewish wisdom has something surprisingly sentient to say on the matter. When the Hebrew Bible or Torah speaks about the origins of the world, it describes everything as good: the light, seas, vegetation. But there's only one thing that is not good. It is not good for man to be alone. Loneliness. Human beings were made to be communicative beings. That's what separates us from the animal kingdom. We are wired to connect. It's how we build, how we love, and how we innovate. Throughout the history of our world, people have sought ways and means to connect with other people: gifts, parties, and religious celebrations. Suddenly, something that would allow one person to communicate and connect not with 1 or 2 friends, but with the entire world. Social media touches a primal chord within us to connect. It promises to increase connection, but what's eventually really happening is that as the friend count starts to increase and we connect to more and more people, the price that we pay is that our connections become thinner and thinner, more and more tenuous. This, then, is the great lie. They call themselves social networks. What they promise is in fact the opposite of this. Have you ever noticed this? You were promised connection, but instead it cost you connection. The issue with social media is that the quantity of your relationships must come at the expense of the quality of your relationships. Intuitively, we feel that the more we're connected, the better off we will feel, which might be true if those connections were deep and meaningful. It's no surprise that Harvard psychology professor Sherry Turkle's recent book on social media is aptly named Alone Together, where she proves that social media can actually cause a great deal of communal and emotional dislocation. Interestingly, Mark Zuckerberg himself hardly spends any time on his own platforms. The same is true for Evan Spiegel, founder of Snapchat. Now you know why. They aren't fooled. Facebook is great for keeping in contact with people you don't often see. Snapchat is amazing for showing your friends what you see right now, and Instagram for sharing your best photos. Twitter helps us follow trends and world events, but they only cost us dearly when we think that they give us what they say that they give us. Is it the social network or the anti-social network? There's a reason that unlike other services, they're all free. It's because they make you pay in oh so many other ways. Many of us would love to spend less time on social media, but we find it so difficult to disengage. There are even boot camps today to disconnect from these mediums. But is there a way, perhaps, to engage healthily with these platforms? Is it possible that we can actually use social media to increase connection rather than decrease? Perhaps social networks can have a role to play in bringing societies closer together. But how do we gain its benefits without paying its costs? In our next video, we'll start to unpack this.
To stay up to date with the latest JTV content, if you're on YouTube, click subscribe below the video and the alarm bell. And if you're on Facebook, click the like button, and under following, click see first.